Hey, how's it going? It's Eric and Alex again with Adventures ASMR. Hope you're all doing well. Right now we are in Uptown BGC and right at Red Planet Hotels. They have the fort. They have a bunch of these everywhere. I love Red Planets. If you've seen my videos, you already know everything you need, nothing you don't. We're gonna flip it around and show you where we're at. Alrighty. Here we go. This place is great, super clean. Like I said, everything you need, nothing you don't. If you download the app, here, we'll start walking, babe. We're gonna go check out High Street and show you some cool stuff along the way. And take a look at the JP Morgan building. You got, just for reference, you have a McDonald's right over there, and right around here to the left, you have a Jollibee. Everything walking distance. But if you plan on staying here and you come to BGC and you're on a budget, you download the Red Planet app. I mean, you could get it for as low as what we're getting, like $38 a night. I think if you look on agoda.com, hey, look at that. That's the JP Morgan Chase building. That looks so cool. But if you go on agoda.com, I think after taxes it comes to like $54. So that's quite some savings. See, is this all right? That pans up and down. I got it. Still learning how to use the new camera. This is the DJI Osmo 3. It's been out for a little while, but it's new to me. Church right here. Hold on. All right, awesome. Technical difficulties. I'm still learning how to use this camera. A lot of new functions, some are the same, but got to learn how to use the camera. But let me flip it around. Oh, did they just turn the lights off on that? Well, I'm glad that we got it for a second. So, but hey, as I was saying before, right across the street right there, Red Planet, the fort. Download the app. You can get it for under $40 a night. Great deal. When a lot of stuff in BGC is like, what, almost $100 a night. This is that mega church. This thing looks real cool. They have mass going on right now. And yeah, they just, what time is it right now? 7. They just shut the lights out on the JP Morgan building. But that looked really cool. They had some neat colors.
5 minutes before 7.
Yeah. But it's walkable basically if you want to get to High Street. It's only a few blocks up from here, so great price and easy walk. Lots of cool stuff on the way. If you're looking for bars and clubs, they got some of the best bars and clubs on this strip we're about to hit right now. Well, for the BGC area anyway. All right, round in the corner now. Yeah, take a look at that. That is wild. That looks so cool. Not trying to make you dizzy, but it's so clean. It's beautiful. I like the lights in the road. You got the, let's zoom in on that. You got the Mitsukoshi building right there. The one with the super cool geometric design. Mitsukoshi, I did a whole review on it. Basically, it's a Japanese mini mall, and it's like a boutique mall on the inside. But you have everything from, I mean, you can go get eyeglasses through dental. It's probably the best dentist in the whole Philippines right there. That's where I went to the dentist and took Alex to the dentist. Here we go, got a jeepney. What's that, love?
Let's go.
Oh, let's go? Yeah. Oh. Are we going to make it? Let's do it. 9. Let's go. Man, it's so smooth even running with this camera. It doesn't look all jiggly. And there we go. Man, I can't wait to see this on the computer. It looks so crisp on the Osmo when I'm looking through the screen right now. All right, so I guess this is called the Uptown Parade. So bars, restaurants, entertainment, all sorts of stuff right here. You walk a little bit further, we're gonna get to Uptown Mall, and this whole strip is just basically bars, restaurants, all sorts of business and services, from you know, massage through, you know, facials and all that other crap, pedicures and whatnot. Here we go, Uptown Parade. But yeah, once again, look at how, I mean, this thing is like, it's like a 30-foot wide sidewalk and super clean area. I'm not saying you have to completely let your guard down, but very safe in BGC, that's for sure. Then you have the Palace over here. It's probably gonna be open way later tonight. It is a Saturday night right now. What's the temperature, babe? Can you look that up? It's not terrible right now. I mean, I sweat regardless, but you know, the Palace. I like the fire hydrants, check that out. They got them all done up like little octopus and stuff. It is 82 degrees in Taguig. Which is what in Celsius, babe? There we go. That's the entrance to the club right there. Probably doesn't open until later. But line out the door, and that's like a very upscale place. You see people dressed in full suits and everything like that going in there.
Twenty.
28 degrees Celsius, which is what, 84, 82 Fahrenheit. All right. By the way, I came there for breakfast a whole lot. They have a Denny's. I love Denny's. And Randy's Donuts. I've been looking for this place. You see it advertised on High Street, but I was like, where is it? Here it is. Maybe there is one on High Street too. I've never found it, but Randy's Donuts. Just had dinner there earlier, Din Tai Fung. Basically, world's best Shaolin Bo. If you haven't had it, I highly suggest you go check it out. And then here we are, Mega World Uptown Mall. And once again, this whole area, the Uptown Parade. Oop, we zoomed all the way out. But yeah, I've never seen a city like this. Coming from New York, New Jersey area, as you know, New York is kind of a dumpster fire. It is not as clean as this, nor is it as safe. If you know, you know. I'll leave it at that. All right, we're about to cross. Got it. All right. So, Mega World Uptown Mall, this whole thing right here is the mall. Now, looks can be deceiving. It looks like just a few storefronts, but when you go inside, it's not huge, but there's like basement floors, and it goes way further and way deeper into these buildings than it looks. I wonder when they're gonna put on, they have the fountains, the lights, and in the evening they start playing music that goes with the fountain, and you know, it shoots fire and all sorts of cool stuff. Let's take a look there real quick, see if they're gonna, looks like they just turned it off for a second, but here, babe, you lead the way. Go over there. Oh, looks like the flames are getting ready, actually. Here we go, they just started. All right, nice.
Be careful with the copyright.
Thanks, babe. This is what I was talking about. Literally charting for the evening. Starts at right about 7 o'clock. I think it runs until about 8 o'clock. There we go. Look at these buildings. This is something else. Oh, all right. Well, hey, a little more information. As I was saying in BGC on this trip, obviously every mall you go to and any kind of shopping outlet, there's always going to be someone trying to sell some new condo or, you know, something of that sort. I really started looking at the prices. I'm going to do a full video breakdown on it, everything that I learned. Just want to know anybody else's opinion. Good idea, bad idea. Investing in BGC is the question. I want to say, in a nutshell, the cheapest place I found on the outskirts of BGC, starting at around, now I'm forgetting what it was in pesos. We could do that later in the other video. But starting at around 160,000 US dollars. And I mean, sky's the limit. Obviously some of these go for millions, but modestly, there's some stuff right around here, directly across from that JP Morgan building. Now, it's a hole in the ground. It's not going to get fully built until, I think they said 2030, 2031, something like that.
2030.
2031, all right, thanks, babe. And I want to say a studio, and that's for Mega World, owned by Mega World. They have 37 different developments across the Philippines right now. I can't remember, I'll look into it, don't quote me on this. I think the owner's half Filipino, half Chinese. Not that that matters, but just giving as much information off the top of my head as I can remember. I think their studio units were starting at around 350,000 US dollars, and their one bedrooms were roughly around 450,000 US dollars. Now, what's interesting about that is, basically, it's really weird. They don't have a credit score system like they do in the United States. Now, I don't know what they do over in different countries when you go to apply for a house, but if you're from the US, you already know. You need a really good credit score. You need proof of income. You pretty much have to donate blood and a limb to get approved for a mortgage in 2025. It is not like it used to be. It is very difficult. But here, with all these developments going up, they have so many options, and Mega World has so many developments. They do in-house financing. So they do a pre-sale. So if the place isn't built, you pay, I think it was like, I don't know, $300-400 a month every month now until the unit is ready, right? Whatever that comes to. I'd have to do the math on paper or calculator, but you get the point. Once you move into the unit, the remainder of the balance becomes your mortgage. Now, if you want to apply for a mortgage through a traditional bank here, however you do that, I have no idea. I'm going to look into that as well, but you could do that. However, they have in-house financing. I asked them, what do you do to apply for that? They were like, oh, you pay the money, you get the place. You don't pay the money. Now, that's the catch. You don't necessarily get it taken away. I asked them, I'm like, listen, you pay a mortgage in my country, sometimes things happen. Not my country, worldwide, sometimes things happen. You don't know where life is going to bring you. You don't know what's going to happen in life. And sorry, I'm trying to keep Alex's face in this. There's a bit of a height difference, so I'm trying to I'm not trying to be rude and cut her out, but yeah. But anyway, you pay the money. Now, just say you come into a situation where something happens, you lose your job, somebody has unforeseen medical expenses that are just outrageous. What happens? I asked them in that type of situation. They said you basically go talk to their, I'm sorry, I'm so sweaty all the time. You go talk to their in-house financing center and you just explain to them what's going on. Now, if you explain to them, hey, listen, something happened and I'm not going to be able to pay for this, at that point you would, I guess, essentially forfeit the place. I don't know if you'd be able to get any of the equity back out of it. I will have to ask that question. I have like 10 different realtors I'm talking to through WhatsApp. I have everybody's number, asking tons of questions. But like I said, full video coming soon. This is just a glance. This is just a talk from here until we get to High Street, like 2-3 more blocks. But say for example, you just know, okay, I'm going to miss a whole year. I said, what if you miss a year of payments? They said you can actually talk to the finance department, explain to them, write a promissory note explaining that, you know, whatever position you're in. Say you're like, oh, you know, something happened, I'm going to have to resume payments a year from now. Now, I'm sure they're going to either, you know, tack that on to the end. Maybe there's going to be a charge for missing that much. Because they're not just going to do it for free, right? That makes sense, and that's fair. Let me flip it around, show you this too, actually. You have, this is a pretty much open all night outdoor public sporting arena. What are they doing right now, babe? Soccer? Yes, all right. Oh, it zooms in more, all right, cool. I mean, this is awesome. You could be right downtown BGC. Now, that looks like an organized game, but if you want to play that, I think they have basketball courts somewhere else. And here's some more of the, I mean, this is the land of 10,000 cranes. There are cranes everywhere you look downtown BGC. The amount of development that's going on here right now, I'm going to have to look it up and get some real stats. But, I mean, I really wonder, are they trying to catch up with Thailand? They trying to surpass Thailand? Is this going to be the next Singapore? I have no idea. I have to look up what the predictions are, and if you have any clue or any idea, please drop in the comments. That's the type of discussions and debates that I love having. But as I was saying, you could write a promissory note and basically be like, hey, I'm going to miss a year of payments because I lost my job or XYZ, whatever happened to you. And they're like, yeah, you could just, you know, you still keep the place. There's, like I said, there's no check. Now, what does a $450,000 mortgage look like here? By the way, it was a 6% interest. It was roughly a little over, now after you pay like the $400 a month from year 2025 to 2031, the remainder, which like I said, I'd have to do the math, I only remember some numbers. The remainder of the mortgage wound up being somewhere around, I think, $2,000 a month. And yes, there is an HOA fee. I can't remember, and it goes by the square footage of your unit. And I don't remember. You remember what the HOA fee was? I think for like those size units, it might have been somewhere roughly around 7,000 or 8,000 pesos a month. But they said with, you know, estimated with the cost of inflation between now and 2031, estimate somewhere around $10,000 a month for like a pesos a month for a one bedroom. So that would be an HOA fee equivalent of roughly 200 American dollars, maybe a little bit less. Obviously you have to pay for electric, but the units come fully furnished, right? They come fully furnished. They're beautiful. I mean, they're really nice. They come with the AC. Yeah, they have AC units. The one bedroom actually has two AC units, so it has one in the bedroom and one in the living room. That keeps like the living room and the kitchen nice and cool. And yeah, I don't know, good deal, bad deal, but yeah, you could invest in BGC, get a one bedroom, $450,000 condo for roughly 2,000 American dollars a month, and really not have to prove anything, which to me is absolutely bonkers. Like, that would never happen in America. Like I said, they're gonna put you under the microscope, and it's different. But in-house financing here, like, I'm sure if you went through a bank, they'd have some sort of system. But when I keep looking it up, I don't think the Philippines has a credit system like the US does. Could be wrong. If you know more about this than I do, let me know. I'm still very new at all of this. Like I said, talking to roughly a dozen realtors, asking 1,000 questions. But no, very interesting. We got what? We got one more block, I think, until we get to, let's flip it around, take a look.
Yeah, one more block.
But yeah, as we were walking, you have everything from, you know, you got all the pharmacies walking distance, Watson's. You have a whole bunch of everything from 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Uncle John's. All the different eateries, all the different places to get what, your nails done, dentist. Everything's right here. Everything's walkable.
Skincare.
And that's, yeah, skincare. Well, we went and got, well, we did the facials and the eyebrow threading and all that other stuff. I joined too. I was a good sport. And the best part is, you know, I mean, you could get a car if you got money and you want that. I just don't see it as a necessity. You could get everywhere here, almost walking distance. If you get an electric scooter and like motorbike, if it stays under 40 kilometers an hour, you don't even need a license. So if you move here as a foreigner and you stay here for, I think it's anything over 6 months, and you have a car, you will need to get a driver's license. I believe that's what it is. But if you get something that's under a certain power and it's electric, there's no license needed. Now, that was another question I had for Mega World, and I said, all right, say you get a car, does the unit for $450,000, does it come with a parking spot? Unfortunately, the answer was no. You know, for being in a city like this, $450, like, listen, I get it, $450 isn't cheap for anybody. $450 it's still $450. It's expensive, that's a lot of money. But the fact that it does not come with a parking spot, I was like, okay, that's a little much. It should at least include that. Especially when I asked how much is the parking spot, it was roughly what was it, 1 million pesos? So like what, roughly
like 2 million.
Well, yeah, it was depending on the spot, and it was, they got the gun store.
He actually said it's around like 2 million to 2.5 million.
Yeah, it's a lot. So it's like maybe starting at as low as 18,000 to, you know, 36,000 US dollars to get a parking spot, which is, I think that's kind of ridiculous. That's kind of it. I think the unit is worth the value. I'm not sure if the parking spot is. Here we go. We got really nice skincare place. We'll take a little peek. But yeah, these are the type of boutiques that are right in the area. So walking distance, you can come and take your lady out. Take yourself out. Maybe you want skincare. I have no idea who's watching this. And as far as the unit, what does it come with? It's got all, like, the gym, the pools, all the fancy amenities, and that's kind of cool. You know, you got everything right there. It's got several skybox gardens. It's got a rooftop garden. It's got several pools.
Several dentals.
Yeah. Like I said, there's dental everywhere. But if you are interested, we are going to make a video specifically on, what's the name of the dentist we go to? That's funny that we've been there. Elevate Dental in Mitsukoshi in BGC. If you look it up, basically when I Googled it, I said, what is the best dentist you can go to in the whole Philippines? That's what came up. Basically, it seems if you either have money or you're, you know, some sort of Philippine movie star, that's where they go and get their dental done. Now, it is not cheap. It is very expensive. But is it expensive compared to like going to the best dentist in Manhattan? Hell, fuck no. Way more expensive there. Here we are. All right, this is High Street. Which way do you want to go first, babe? Oop, excuse me. You want to walk up that way? Sure, let's go check it out. Now, not too much has changed on High Street, but they have added more lights and more fancy things. I like it the way they decorate it. It's very nice. And as far as like outdoor malls go in a city, I mean, this is the nicest one I've ever been to out of any country I've ever been. Now, I haven't traveled the whole world. I've traveled quite a few places. If someone thinks they know something that matches this, let me know. I'd love to go check it out. You know, I've been to Japan. The only place I've been to is Narita. Extremely clean. I would put it on par with this. But at the end of the day, as much as I love Japan, I love, you know, Japanese people, culture, all that, everybody's it keeps to themselves. And that's out of, like, respect. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Everybody has very high respect for them, you know, everybody else and their surroundings. I love Filipinos. I love their happy, in-your-face attitude. They come up, they smile, they ask you where you're from. Everybody seems happy. I like this thing. That's super cool. If I didn't have the camera, I'd run under it right now because it's sweating so bad. All right. We'll keep going down this way. We'll go check that out. This is towards the soup place, right? Or no? Market. No, City Pot? Or City Pot's the other way? City Pot's the other way, okay. So this is going down towards the museum at the end?
No.
That's the other side. Market, okay, I got you. Market. I remember that now. I was like, wait, what is that? Yeah, I mean, most people don't sweat like me. I sweat even when it's cold outside, so sorry about that. I always look like a hot mess. Alex is looking, not even a bead of sweat. You're doing great, babe. I look super shiny and ridiculous. People look at me, they think something's wrong. You know, there probably is, but oh well. I'm trying my best. Yeah, they decorate this place so nice, and they keep it so clean. They keep it immaculate. You know, during the day when you see the landscaping crew, they are meticulous. Even like stuff on the ground like this, like leaves, you see somebody with like a metal poking skewer, and they'll stab the leaf, and they'll have like a whole bunch of them. It looks like a bunch of leaf shish kebabs. But everything, if it falls on the ground, everything is completely cleaned up and taken care of. This place is spotless. Are we gonna make this one? You think we're gonna make this? Whee! We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. We were halfway, all right.
Oh my God.
We made it. Now this is the end of High Street right over here. It goes all the way back the other way, and the other end is Shangri-La, the fort. And here we go. Here's one of these developers I was talking about that, you know, what, Park East players. Hello, Paul. How you doing?
Give you this one.
You know what? I took one this week. I have some. I didn't buy one this week. No, I took one of these.
Oh,
sorry.
how was it?
I wish I bought one this week. Yeah, no. I do have someone's contact information. I'm gonna be doing a whole video on that.
All right.
I have it on my phone right now, but yeah, I did talk to somebody from this one.
Can I at least follow you on YouTube? Do you have like?
Yeah, we don't have cards right now, but yes, it's
Can
Adventures.
I search it here?
Sure. You helping, babe?
Are you like, you know, like travelers, something like that?
Yeah. Well, it's a small channel. It's not like anything big deal. I did just for fun, but
Yeah.
we are talking about this. This one I did a whole one with Mega World.
Oh.
Talking about the one that's going to get built across from the JP Morgan Chase.
Yes. So are you like, you know, more into real estate of your YouTube?
It's a mix of like travel, real estate. Like if you come here, where to go, where to stay, where to go eat, where to get a good deal on a hotel, you know, everything in between. But like, yeah, you know, the next step is these places. I think like right now the places I'm looking at were anywhere between, I forget in pesos, but anywhere between, I think the cheapest thing I found in BGC was like 160,000 US, and I think not the most expensive, but like the Mega World ones were like 350 to 450 US. I forget what that is in pesos. I'm sorry.
Well, have you somebody like experience introduced about Ayala?
Not yet.
Not yet, because because Ayala is.
You talking about like the mall?
No. Ayala is like a corporation.
An area?
It's a
That's where they're building all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you are here right now is mostly Ayala.
Okay.
And Ayala Land is a company, and then under it, there's like Ayala Land Premier, Alveo, Avida, the middle markets, and then Amaya. Ayala Land Premier and Alveo is like the luxury brand of Ayala. But the difference between us and Ayala Land has like bigger cuts, like this one, the East Gallery, that one.
Like that building?
That's like the most premier condos of Ayala.
All right.
And then this one, our target, the Parky's Place that you mentioned to me.
All right.
Just like the target is mostly upscale, the young professionals, the expats. So yeah,
that one's a good location. You got right on High Street.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what are those? Or is that all sold out, or is they got units available?
So it's already sold out.
That one's already sold out.
Yeah, but one thing I know, they have like a penthouse.
All right.
It's like just two units on the very top.
That
so
one
it's
sounds
like
that's big. That's probably real. That's probably gonna start at $1 million plus, I'm sure, US dollars.
Yeah, that's gonna be like
It's-
mostly like like US the price.
Yeah, no, big money for that
Yeah,
one.
big money.
I mean, some people have it, and if they do, this is the place to come. I mean, this is. I love BGC. Like,
Yeah.
I was just talking about. How long has like this been here? Like this High Street?
Actually, this was just like an air base before. If you
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta-
base.
I gotta look more into that.
I don't think it. I think it was a base from the U.S. and they sold it to the
Okay.
Philippines.
That's
from
wild.
The Philippine Army, and then they just, the corporation just, developed the land. It was
I didn't
just
know that.
So flat. There's everything. There's no like buildings everywhere, and then
This popped up?
Yeah, it just popped up.
Now, has High Street been here for like what, 5 years, 10 years? What do you think?
So I think it's more than just a decade.
More than a decade.
Yeah,
All right, a little more than
decade.
10 years.
But we have like another BGC. It's around Pasig. That is also Ayala. It's a 35 hectare.
I feel like we've been to that one
I
once,
can
like
show
a
you
while
this
ago.
one. This is what I'm trying to say.
All right.
This is like our latest condo here in Alve. It's called the Lattice, and then this is the mini BGC looks like. It's like a 35 hectare.
Now this is built or not built yet?
It's
in
developing.
It's in developing.
But
so this is all pre-sale right now.
yeah, but as I can show you, this is where our condo is located. So this one is like this whole 35 hectare estate. It's like 50% open spaces.
Okay.
So it's a mix use of offices, commercials, and and then there's a lot of parks.
Now, how far is this location from where we're standing?
From where we are standing right now, I believe BG's is just right here, and just right here.
All right.
It's just like 30 minutes away.
30 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. And then the route is right here. And then this is the Park Links.
All right.
And then there's a mall, like a luxury mall. It's like Greenbelt if you're familiar.
I remember that. That's where we went.
Yeah.
Greenbelt.
That's one is the Park Links. It's also an Ayala Premier brand, but here in Alvea, it's the first condo that is inside the estate, the mini estate. And then this one is like the famous Marikina River. So a lot of clients that are concerned about is the river. What if there will be a flood? But rest assured that this one is already been dredging.
They fixed kind of like what they did in BGC to make sure it doesn't flood here.
And also the smell.
Yeah,
There's
okay,
no
he's
smell.
honest. I get it. Hey, listen, I lived in Makati and I lived right on the Pasig River, so
Yeah.
like I get it. Pasig, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
this
every
one-
now and then, you get a little, yeah.
Yeah. And then this one, so it's like, a little bit of a New York Manhattan Central Park.
All
this
right,
one.
that's cool.
And then these are the sizes.
Okay.
From 33 square meters up to 124 square meters.
All right.
But the good thing about this one,
And what are these starting at in?
this is around 10 million pesos.
Okay.
Up to 34 million pesos.
So 10 million to 34. I would need a calculator to do the math, but
Yeah. It's hard to
we'll
say.
do that. Yeah, to do the conversion real quick. Yeah, 10 million to 34. What is that? Could I don't have this one. They gave me a different one. Can I
give you
take this one?
Sure.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, I've run out also some.
Do you have a
business
card?
cards. Yeah, that's
Awesome.
what I ran out of business
You
cards.
ran,
but
okay,
I can just get your number instead,
definitely.
and then I'll just give you like a sample computation.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna exchange some information with this. Well, let's do this first. So the 10 million is roughly what, 180,000, and what is the other one? 35 million, you said?
Around 34 to 35.
Do 35 million. So 640,000, not as much as I thought it was going to be. So 180, ranging, starting at as low as $180,000, ranging to $640,000. Now the 640 was how many bedrooms? Was that
Up to 3 bedrooms.
up to 3 bedrooms?
But we have
All right.
like an exclusive offer. There's like on the very top floor, there's a 4-bedroom. It's not
All right.
just so
Not
near
listed here. That would be more money though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just an exclusive.
Exchange some information. Be right back. All right, we're back. I just gave my information to our new buddy Kuya Luke. But no, that is. I mean, there's so much stuff going up around here. It's like it's hard to see it all. I definitely want to make a video on as much as I can. But yeah, those places, once again, 180,000 to like 640,000 for a 3-bedroom. Not bad. And they're basically, it's not developed yet. They're building like a second BGC. It's going to be about 30 minutes from here. I'll have to look on the map what direction that is, north, south, whatever. Ooh, excuse me. Let's flip it around. So yeah, I'm hoping this video is obviously going to be a lot more clear than the other videos I made with the old camera. I still need to get the microphone so the audio is a little bit better. I'm working on that, I know. But if you have any other ideas on how to, you know, what you want to see a video of or how to do something different, I'm always open for suggestions. But yeah, restaurants galore. What is that? That's another one that we like to eat at. 8 Cuts. They got a bunch of locations. Hello. But yeah, basically 8 Cuts. It is a burger spot, probably the best burger spot in the Philippines, in my opinion. If you think there's one better, let me know in the comments. But yeah, we'll turn around here. This is pretty much the end. Right past that, that's the night marketplace. We might check that out for another video. But yeah. Now we're gonna walk back. We're gonna start back at the Nike, and we'll continue over there. That way we're not re-looping on the video. So catch you again on the other side. All right, well, we are still at this end cap. I know I said we'll catch you on the other side, but I completely forgot. I just want to include this. I've eaten here several times. Gino's Brick Oven Pizza. The pizza's great. The mozzarella's great. What else did you have there? The carbonara, I think it was. That was good. They got good food here. So you want to go out on a date, or you just want to take yourself out for some food on a date? Gino's Brick Oven Pizza. That's a good spot. And then what's great is you just wander down these stairs, and they got ice cream right here. Gelatissimo. And I've done videos on that. I'll put it in the link. Good ice cream. Good gelato. All right. See you back at the main part of the strip. All right. Awesome. Like I said, I love the way they landscape this. I think these chandeliers are pretty cool. Back at that waterfall rock. It's a little cutie. Where? Apache. Whoop. There's a baby. Almost stepped on him. This store is cool. I like going in there and just looking at all the silly things they have. Every now and then I buy a knick-knack, but this is like, what, a store of knick-knacks. Copenhagen, Flying Tiger. I think it's based out of Denmark or something like that. Did we eat there? I can't remember. I don't remember how good the food was. But yeah, we have a lot of burgers. I think I remember it being good. Not as good as 8 Cuts, but you know. And yeah, I like all these little birdcage chandeliers that they're hanging from the tree. I mean, the ambiance around here, I think, is unmatched. It's very clean, family fun. There we go. So this is what I was talking about. The City Hot Pot. It's gonna be up here on the left, past the Krispy Kreme. Probably the best hot pot I've been to in the Philippines. There's a lot of good ones. One of the other ones I really like and think is exceptional is the Shabu Shabu. They might have multiple locations, but that one is at the Rockwell Mall. Oh boy. Little kids are funny. The stuff they do is hilarious. It's a mix between zero situational awareness and being a kid, so you just don't care. Freedom, right? Are they giving away like Pokemon cards at the Krispy Kreme? They're giving like Pokemon donuts. There we go, Krispy Kreme. This is like also the nicest Krispy Kreme I've ever seen. And you can see them making the donuts over here. Let's see if they have it. Oh, but there we go. Yummy, yummy. Oh, yeah. Babe, those actually look really good. Now I want one. I'm sorry, but they look better than Randy's. Oh, man. I love... So, okay. Little fact about me. My first job, I was 14 years old, and the only reason I got the job at such a young age is my grandma was friends with the owner of the business. It was a small local 50s cafe, mom and pop shop. I think I said that backwards. But yeah, little 50s cafe, and they offered, they had a whole thing of Krispy Kremes there. We got them delivered daily. But yeah, I'd wear, okay, they do the Pokemon donuts right now. Yummy, yummy. But yeah, my first job, 14 years old. I had like a little 50s outfit and the little, like, you know, the paper hat that looks like a boat. But yeah, essentially, I was the donut guy. And it's funny because, like, my parents weren't really into, like, we just didn't have donuts growing up. Not that, like, we couldn't afford donuts. It's just we didn't eat like junk food or anything like that. So like I never had, it sounds funny, the first time I had a donut I was like 14, and I started working there. It was I'm sure they're long gone now. Let me flip it around. This is the one I'm talking about, City Hot Pot. Super fancy. We're gonna be making some videos on that, and they're packed right now. This is the best hot pot probably in all the Philippines. But yeah, working there, I had my first donut at, first Krispy Kreme donut at 14. And like I said, maybe like donut holes that they give you like in school or like Munchkins or something like that when you're a kid. But I remember anything that did not sell, Mrs. Diaz, the owner, would send me home with, I mean, sometimes 2 or 3 dozen donuts at a time. And I got addicted to them. So much so that like anytime like the boss, and I was 14, but like anytime the boss wasn't looking or the boss went into like the office, I would try stuffing an entire donut in my mouth at once to like not get caught. And I would like, basically I would plan it so it looked like I was like taking out the trash. So I would grab a donut, I would get the trash staged by the door, and then real quick I'd put a whole donut in my mouth and then grab the trash, and then they'd say, oh, he's taking out the trash, going out to the back dumpster. And I was sneaking donuts all day, but yeah, they were great. And then I'd take home anywhere from like 1 to 3 dozen donuts a night. I was the most popular kid in school for a while. Flip it around. Silly story, but yeah, just wanted to share. That's really good too, really good ice. That's what, it's like yogurt?
Yogurt ice.
Frozen yogurt. Now, it looks weird, but it's pronounced Yao Yao. I think it's L-L-A-O, but don't ask. It's called Yao Yao. If you ask them, I was like, how do you read this? But it's good. All right, let's see what's going on down here. This is like the main area down here. This is where, like a week or 2 ago, they had, Netflix had a whole thing for Squid Games. I got to play like the jump rope virtual game, sponsored by Netflix. It was pretty cool. I lost terribly. Listen, I have like the hand and eye coordination of like a turtle, but I'm trying. But it didn't go well. But did I have fun? Yes, and that's the point. I do. I'm trying. Yeah, like it might look like I work out and I'm in shape, and sure, why not? But as far as like athleticism goes, that like, listen, God gives with one hand and takes with the other. Maybe that day he took with both hands from me, but I don't know. I know, I'm waiting. There we go, look, they have the Yao Yao. The Yao Yao with the green spoons. Yummy, yummy. Let's see what they got going on.
Well, I'm happy to share that the correct answer goes to Alex! 460!
Yay, babe. Did you win something? That'd be nice. Yeah.
Let's go over here and let's claim your prize. Oh,
Yeah.
Alex, because we want to experience the full test drive. So Alex, congratulations. And to our friends there, see you at the registration for our test drive. Just smile for the camera. All right, thank you so much, Alex. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, guys. 7 out of 10 questions already. Oh my goodness, exciting prices. Let's go. We have question number 8. As of early 2025, as in this year, what is the estimated number of registered electronic vehicles, or EVs, both fully electric and hybrids, in the Philippines?
Here, we'll cut across this way and zigzag.
Estimated number of EVs in the Philippines. A, around 10,000. B, around 20,000. C, around 40,000. And D, over 50,000. So can I ask you all here?
What are you gonna guess, babe? I'm gonna guess D.
I feel like
I think that's over 50. All right. 40. All right, trivia night.
Registered EVs on estimate real 2025. A, around 10K. B, 20K. C, 40K. Or D, over 50K.
Here's the contestants.
Around 10,000. Kasi the Philippine market mas natututo ng mas maging sustainable, no? With the hybrids and EVs. 10,000 is, in fact, incorrect. I'm so sorry. But palakpakan natin. So thank you so so much, sir. Pero guys, I have a clue. Also, hindi na 10,000 hindi na 10. So, if you don't have your EV car yet, I'm saying it's already for you guys. It's for you. Talaga, para sa inyo talaga tong EV.
Talaga.
We are going to go here to our friends, and by the way, slay outfits. I love that. Kaya naman pala mga models ata to. Well, who's gonna answer? Okay, you. What's your name?
I'm Jomar ko.
Jomar. Hey, Jomar. So, how many? Ulitin ko ba yung choices or okay na? Paulit. Sige. Around 20,000, around 40,000, or over 50,000?
40,000.
Around 40,000. Alam mo, nakakagulat.
And I said 5, 50,000. Let's see. 5 and 4.
Correct!
All right.
With their prize in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, I gotta say, damn, he's good. He looks like a model.
All right, make some noise for John! Wow, I love that very cute thing. Okay, guys, 9 out of 10 questions. Here we go.
All right, damn, we're walking through. They're doing an event. I don't know if you win a car. I don't know if you win. I have no idea what you get, but they're doing a trivia night. For the question we heard, Alex guessed 40, I guessed 50. She won. She would have got that right, so good job, babe. High five, high five. All right, we are almost at the other end. So that little square right there that we just passed where the park is and all the terraced rises where you could sit on the benches. They always have something different. Like I said, that's where the Netflix Squid Games was going on. I've been here, it's almost every single weekend they'll plan something different. So Saturday and Sunday, maybe they'll set up on Friday. And they usually shut down right up here. This is 5th Ave, right outside of Gentle Monster on the right. But they'll shut this down, and basically you'll see a lot of people renting the electric bikes, electric scooters, zipping around, having a good time. But you got all the lights. But this is the equivalent, this little area right here, this is their equivalent to like, oh God, it's been a while since I've been to New York City, but like, not Central Park. Central Park is the park. What am I thinking of? Hey, listen, Manhattan fell on its face. I don't give a crap about Manhattan anymore, but you get what I'm saying. This is their equivalent of like where the ball drops in Manhattan. Nobody cares about that place anymore. If you do, let me know in the comments. If you live there, I feel sorry for you. But enough on that. And yeah, see, basically everything's shut off. Everybody comes here and takes their oh my God, we're gonna knock over a little baby. Hello. Yeah, you gotta like always look down here. You never know if you're gonna knock somebody over. But yeah, take a look at this. This is awesome. Times Square, that's what I was thinking of, not Central Park. Manhattan, this is their version of Times Square. Only this is a lot better. It's a lot cleaner, it's a lot safer, it's a lot nicer. You don't have random gangs coming up and just, God, I don't even want to say, but you get it. Basically, they do a lot of things that is not YouTube friendly to say. It is a hellhole. But yeah, take a look at this. It's super cool. It's a great spot to come hang out. Everybody, like I said, comes and takes their little photos here. We're gonna have to rent the scooter and stuff like that and have some fun. This is what I'm talking about. Here we go. These things. So the mover, basically you download the app, and that's how this device works. You pay for it on the app, and I think it goes by like time, right? It's like timed. You pay by like how long you're renting it. It's cheap. And no, it's fun. You can take it all over BGC. You just need to return it to like a designated mover spot, or I think there's like a fine. And I think also technically you're not supposed to be riding it up and down the sidewalk. So if you're getting the idea and you're watching this and you're like, oh man, I want to rent one of those and go up and down High Street, big fine. Well, that's a lie. I don't know how much the fine is, but fine. I'll look into it, but you know, it's just not worth it. You're supposed to ride it. Now, when this is shut down, you can ride it all in this area, sure, or you can ride it on the roads with traffic. On the side, of course.
And the bike line.
Gentle Monster. This has been here for a while. This has been here for, what, at least 2 years. Maybe a little bit more. We've looked at this before. We're not going to go through here and like do this again. We've seen this, but basically it's a sunglass expose of sorts for super high-end fashion. Nothing I'm into. But it's cool if you're into that, not making fun of it. Just nothing I would wear personally. And yeah, I don't know if the lights are broken, but normally when you come here, all these fountains right outside of Zara, and there's a whole mall inside here, by the way, and you go downstairs, there's like an escalator. That one's going up. There's an escalator going downstairs. There's an entire food court down there. So like I said, there's stuff everywhere here. You can't possibly see or do it all. Whoop. All right, well, I mean, that's kind of the end down there. We'll take a look at that. And then, what do you want to do? You want to get some ice cream?
You or me?
Ice? Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yes, of
I'm trying to get you ice cream. Of course, I want ice cream too if I'm getting you ice cream.
Of course I want.
Or you can watch me eat the Yao Yao. I'll make you spoon. You can spoon feed it to me. It is steamy, but yeah, this last little part, it ends at like the museum up here. I think it's like a children's museum. I mean, I'm sure it's good for everybody, but once again, look at all the places that you can come and eat. You know, everything from Italian food, Thai food, steakhouses. There's a really fancy steakhouse over there on the left. I forget what it's called at the moment. And yeah, I mean, they have other things. I just saw recently, they do have, not that it's new, it's just new to me, they do have a Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and they have a Morton Steakhouse. Right, it's somewhere right in this area. And a what?
Wolfgang.
That's the one at the end, right? Okay, that's what I was talking about. What is it, Wolfgang?
Wolfgang.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check these places out. I'm sure they're expensive. If you've been here, you already know getting any steak in the Philippines is primo price. It is way cheaper in the United States or somewhere like Japan. Even traveling through like, I want to say parts of Latin America and South America and stuff like that, just because that's where they have a lot of the beef and the cattle. And as far as Australia goes, I don't like Australian beef. I think it has a funny taste. If you like it, that's fine. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think the best is. You think USDA Angus beef, you think Wagyu from Japan, or whatever that stuff is from Australia. I think it tastes funny, but here we go, Wolfgang's Steakhouse. But yeah, if you want to get a steak out here, it is expensive. Expect to pay primo price. And then right here, this is the Children's Museum. I feel like this is like their version of, if you're from the tri-state area, there's the Liberty Science Center in quite possibly Bayonne, New Jersey. But no, I loved that as a kid. Did many field trips there with the school. And T-Rex Crossing. But hey, that's about it for now. I am sweating. We're gonna get some ice cream. I know that was a lot of blabbing on. If you watched all the way until the end, thank you so much. I bet like less than 1% actually do. If you did, let me know in the comments. Also, if you can, like, share, and subscribe. Greatly helps out the channel. I like doing stuff like this. I like walking around. I like showing different things. I like giving reviews, telling prices, where to go, where to stay, where the good spots are. A lot of stuff coming up on traveling to different islands. We did a lot that we didn't post yet. You know, we just went to Bohol for like a week. But we've done everything from Palawan. We still have videos from there, Boracay, and Cebu. Yeah, it's a lot, and there's just so much. Like, you can't even do it in a lifetime. What Philippines consists of over 7,000 islands. It's impossible to see it all. Most of the time, I list a bunch of stuff that I will do. I try not to give like negative reviews unless something's like, hey, listen, like, you really don't want to go there. A lot of times, if I don't review it, that's my way of giving a negative review. It's almost, in my opinion, I'm not trying to like tear a business down, because there's livelihoods connected to that. It's like, listen, it's like maybe the business owner is a real piece of whatever, but that doesn't mean you should destroy the business, because there's still employees that depend on that for their income and their livelihood. So a lot of times, no review is the bad review. Other than that, I try to just mention things that are good, places that I would go and where I would spend money personally. But hey, as I always say, life is short. Keep exploring and chasing dreams. I'll catch you in the next one.
See you on the next adventure.
Thanks, babe.
That's fine.